Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the 2021 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
And partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I can keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On play action, Mariota. And this is incomplete. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Check 41. You get me?
This a quick pass to Davis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
On third down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. This is Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Nice hit, boy. A gain of 7 brings up second down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
Yeah, baby.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 118 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream, one you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 7-7, our score after 1.
Check 41. Watch the out.
On 2nd and 1, Mariota. That one complete to Elliott.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. His pass caught at the 4. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. From the gun on 3rd, Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota, and that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he's got Fuller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing is Mariota. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. On second down, it's Barnes. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson, and Thomas has it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run here with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa, a big test for the Bucs at home, as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Then later, they'll let the humidity die down just a bit in Jacksonville, a late start, where it'll be the Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here is Eckler, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now on second and 13. Watson, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
You don't want no problems with me.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll go right back to Thomas. Complete again. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air yet again. Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To throw is Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw Mariota. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a toss play to Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 27, Titans.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mariota.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Now Lewis here on 1st down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Lewis. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's get it.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Blue Dan.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now it's Watson, and Thomas has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Open man is QT. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
On 1st down, Watson. It's Waring the tight end with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination? And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on 1st down, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to throw, Watson, and that will be incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Mike, set. Great team. Hey, eat. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On third down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice
And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay
sweat.
with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Texans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.